What an asshole!
Podcasting from Basshole Studios in Hollywood, California.
Yo, what time is it?
You're listening to I'm a Basshole with Doug Bass. We've all been one.
He's an asshole.
So let's laugh about it. Now, here's your host, Doug Bass.
Hey, what's up, Bassholes? It's Doug Bass. Welcome to I'm a Basshole, the podcast. Thanks for tuning in and listening to wherever you get your podcast fix. Make sure you subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts. Click the thing here. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's where the full videos are. You're really going to want to watch the videos, all right? Because we got a whole thing here, and it's just part of the show. So subscribe to the YouTube channel and subscribe on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Don't forget to follow our Bassholes that are in studio today. We got Rob DeRocha at Robbie DeRoche and CJ Aviles at CJ Aviles on Instagram and all the social media outlets and whatnot. My name is Doug Bass. You can follow me at Doug Bass Comedy, of course. We got a fun show today. We're live again. We'll see what happens. Our guest today is comedian and podcaster Ian Ira Rousso. He's here in the studio. So we got Rob and Ian here. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on the podcast, Ian. Thanks for coming into the studio. Appreciate it. What's new with you?
Right now, God, I don't know when this gets released, but on Friday...
It's released right now.
Oh, it's released
it's
right
live.
now. Whoa.
So watch what you say, because I listened to the last podcast and I was defending people that I can get canceled for, because, you know, like, I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Rob is already canceled. He said things on the last podcast. That
Don't talk about my Michael Richards moments.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Well, Ian is a stand-up comedian. We're going to get into interviewing Ian a little bit. We'll just put this out there. He's recording his first hour special entitled "Sorry Again."
Yes, album recording
on April 23rd.
Yes,
in Queens, New York City, right?
QED Astoria. I'm recording my debut comedy album.
There you go.
It's your debut, but it's called Sorry Again. It was your first album. So this is your debut. There wasn't an album just called Sorry.
No, Louis got that one. That basis covered.
Oh, wow.
The third will be "Sorry Again."
I'm really sorry.
Well, no, it's
I
good.
said I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for this whole thing. Yeah, it's good to have you here. Thanks for coming in. CJ's here as well over there. I have a camera for him somewhere, but I don't know where it is right now. We'll get to it at some point.
It's quite all right. I look like crap.
Yeah, we know. He's sick. He has some kind of diarrhea thing.
No,
going.
it's a stomach thing. Just straight out.
We're keeping him off the camera. Yeah,
diarrhea.
Right. All right. Well, before we get into Ian's story and Ian's world and whatnot, let's do a couple little news things just to
you want to do some news?
We'll do a little news at the top. We'll just cover a couple little weird stories, and just to have a little lighter side of things.
Okay,
right?
let's do it.
Why not?
Let's rock.
All right, let's talk about this. This just happened like today, or like I guess a little while ago. Amanda Bynes has been placed on psychiatric hold. Did you hear about this? Like a couple minutes ago. Yeah. So let's play a clip here. Let's see. You know Amanda Bynes, Ian? You know who she is?
Yes, I watched all that.
You were an All That fan?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
So wait, All That, and then she also was something Man or whatever. She the Man.
The Amanda Bynes or the Amanda Show.
She had an Amanda.
No, the movie with Channing Tatum.
Yeah, she was in a. She's the Man.
Yeah,
Yes.
the first ever.
Channing Tatum, was he in that? Oh.
Yeah, he was the main guy.
All right. All right. Well, here's a clip from TMZ.
Just about a year since Amanda Bynes, almost to the day, that Amanda Bynes' conservatorship was dissolved. But we have some sad news to report. A story we just broke on the website about Amanda being put on a psychiatric hold after she was found downtown. She actually waved someone down and told them she was going through a psychiatric episode. I think that was probably obvious to whomever she waved down because she was completely naked.
Yeah,
Wow.
Psychotic hold.
So she
episode. It's not psychiatric.
Yeah. Oh, is that a sad story there?
I just love how Harvey Weinstein looks so concerned.
Harvey Weinstein?
Or what's his name? What's his name? Is it Weinstein?
No.
What's his name?
Harvey. Is it Weinstein?
It's Harvey what?
It's Harvey something, but it's
Harvey,
not Weinstein.
yeah.
That's the
I
title.
just like how concerned he looks.
I feel like more people would be watching if Harvey Weinstein was hosting that TMZ.
Yeah, but he
live from prison.
He just looks so concerned and such a horseshit because he's probably so happy to be first breaking this news right now. Like,
Right. No,
He's just full of shit. I just think it's hilarious.
Anyway, this is sad. This is kind of like, I mean, she's roaming around downtown LA naked, asking for help. Like, what is like? How does that? Yeah, that's just crazy. I mean, obviously, psychiatric craziness. I don't know what's going on with her, but I mean, her conservatorship just ended. So I'm wondering, when Britney Spears' conservatorship ended, she started getting naked on Instagram as well. Is that the thing that happens after conservatorships? You just start getting naked?
We live in a world now where I think people like, especially like Britney Spears, like everyone fought so hard for her to end her conservatorship.
Right.
And then now we're looking at what's happening now and the decisions she's making, and she's so like half naked. She's doing like crazy videos. I mean, it's consistent. She's losing her mind in front of everyone, and
maybe Amanda Bynes is taking after Britney. She's like, well, Britney's getting naked. I'm gonna get naked too, but I'm gonna do it in the real world, like, just on the street.
Is that what you think she was thinking?
I don't know. I'm just wondering. It just seems like that's what happens when conservatorships end. Nudity follows for some reason. I don't know. Ian, what do you think? So you're an Amanda Bynes fan, right? Big fan.
To a degree, yes. I'm familiar with her body of work.
And her body now.
Yeah. I don't want to come off too ignorant, but I have literally no idea what a conservatorship is.
Yeah.
I've only heard that in the context.
I've just
of
been
Britney
learning
Spears.
about it. It's like what the parents are in charge of, what
someone's
she
in charge.
puts out, right?
Yeah,
or
someone's
guardian.
someone's in charge of your money and doesn't let you do whatever you want to do,
right?
Because you're fucking nuts. And you're Britney, bitch. Thank you, CJ, right on cue.
Yeah, right.
I do feel for child actors who end up going into they're not doing acting or anything as they grow up, and they have all this money and they can't.
She just lost it though. She lost her mind, I think. Right?
Yeah,
but that's fair to say, no?
She had a hard upbringing too. I mean, during
her parents were like crazy.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. That's what. Exactly. And same thing with Britney. You know?
That's true. Yeah, they controlled I think the fighting just started over like the money and stuff like that or whatever. I don't know.
Go ahead.
No, the only thing I know about her upbringing is she got discovered when she was young. She got discovered she was doing stand up as a young teen at the Laugh Factory.
Right? Yeah. That's interesting.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I did read about that. Yeah, she was doing stand up, and then she became did sketch and did all that and all that stuff, and now she's walking around naked.
All I know from child actors growing up here in Los Angeles, I know that
Rob, you were a child actor, right?
No, I was not. I would be naked right now. That's what I'd be. I'm naked right now. Actually, the bottom half of me, I'm
naked
not wearing
and
pants.
afraid. We're actually afraid if you're naked.
Dude, I'm fascinated because occasionally I'll see a child actor at an open mic, trying to get into the comedy world. Dude, there was a child actor I didn't meet. I don't remember his name. I just remember he was in the Goonies, and he got up.
The guy that just won the Oscar?
Round?
The guy who just won the Academy Award?
No, he did not win. He would not have been at third wheel.
Which guy was he?
Oh.
I don't remember. I haven't seen the Goonies in many, many years.
Oh, my God. All right.
But what did he look like in the Goonies?
What was his,
Was he the chubby guy?
I don't even remember.
Was it Chunk? He's a lawyer now. Was it Sloth? Was it the guy who played Sloth? I would watch an open mic with the guy playing Sloth. That'd be pretty interesting.
I don't think that guy was real.
He was real.
He was real, but that wasn't really his face.
Oh, he didn't look like that?
No, he did not look like that. Typecasting.
All right. Well, I hope Amanda Bynes gets well. I'll just say that. I don't know.
All right. I don't.
Right now, she's acting like an asshole.
Is she acting like an asshole? She's not an asshole. I think.
I don't know.
I think what's happening.
She just needs help.
She needs help.
Yeah, she needs help. I don't think she's being an asshole.
Sure.
No.
No
one's like, hey, listen, naked lady, get away from me.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's complaining.
Yeah.
Whenever there's a naked woman, no one really complains.
I feel like it's worse when you're in the public eye going through this shit. Like Scott Stapp from Creed was another one, and people were just sort of making fun of it just because it's a singer of Creed. And
did he go crazy?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
With arms wide open.
Oh,
that guy.
Creed gets enough shit. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus. All right. Well, Amanda Bynes, get well. That's what I'm going to say. All right. I don't know. I mean, that just happened. That just came out. So I was like, I feel like we should just talk about
No,
it.
I read about it this morning, but it's more like sad than anything else.
It is
It's
sad,
like
yeah.
I don't want to pick on somebody in
No,
that
I'm not
situation.
picking on her. I mean, like,
you just called her an asshole.
Well, I mean, get your shit
Fucking-
get your shit together. Come on.
Don't come to Doug for help.
I mean, if you want to come on this show and we can talk about it, I mean, you're welcome.
Yeah, like she's gonna.
You don't have to be nude to be on this show. I'm just stating that. Okay.
All right.
It's welcome, but it's not.
She looks
mandatory.
weird though. Does she looked like she had a tattoo
She
of a
has, she, has,
heart.
she has face
on her-
tattoos now.
Does
Yeah.
she?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude! It's like as soon as you get a face tattoo, I think you just lost it. You just lost your fucking.
Unless you're in a
mind.
gang.
Even if you're in a gang, you're just letting
Really?
everyone know. Like you got a teardrop for what? That life, Like you don't need to fucking do that.
I don't know.
That's
Ian,
the
do you have any
number-
tattoos?
I do not.
No. Would you ever think about getting one?
My parents have always been like, because I grew up in I had a very Jewish upbringing.
Right.
If you have a tattoo, you can't be buried in a Jewish prison.
Okay.
Or not cemetery.
That's called the Holocaust. That was
Can't
a
be buried
Jewish
in a Jewish
prison.
cemetery.
Are you very religious? Are you an active Jew? Like, do you go to a temple? Do you participating?
Before I moved to LA, I was going to synagogue on the high holy days.
Yeah.
I was never kosher. Or
You're trying to
anything.
network.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, I've heard stories of I've thought about joining a synagogue here for no other reason than the community aspect.
Right.
But yeah, there's
Might run into
definitely
some big people.
yeah.
Yeah. So you would never get a
Take my
tattoo,
scripts.
mainly because it's against your religion, obviously, and you wouldn't be able to be buried in the Jewish cemetery.
partially that, and partially because I don't know what I would want on my body for the rest of my
You
life.
have to really
Yeah.
think about what you would get, right? Yeah. Rob, you don't have a tattoo, do you?
I have zero
Do you?
tattoos.
CJ has a lot of tattoos.
I like how you asked him, like, is he Jewish? Because his middle name's Ira. I mean, it's like,
Oh,
you
I know,
can't get any more-
I know he's
get
Jewish.
it.
I know he's Jewish. I wasn't asking him, are you really Jewish? No, I wasn't saying that.
No, because like if I got a tattoo when I was a teenager, like I would be walking around with a NoFX tattoo for the rest of my life.
Yeah, like if I had a tattoo when I was a teenager, I'd have like Saved by the Bell on my back over here.
Now, what if you got a tattoo that was like, with your religion, like something like,
Nah.
a
that's
Star
not-
of David
the Star-
tattoo.
Which is like
Yes,
the opposite
yes.
of what you should be doing.
Right.
Oh man, Jewish hardcore.
Your
Tattoo of a bagel.
parents would be upset with you, is what you're saying. Yes.
I don't think they would be upset at this point, but
Right.
it was definitely when
I
I,
think
was
they're
younger.
more upset that he's doing comedy.
Yeah,
man.
I think so. CJ, you have a
Tattoo.
couple tattoos over there.
Yeah. Oh, there I am.
There you are.
Yeah, I have a couple.
Yeah. How many do you have? Do you know?
I
I
don't.
just love how he just says, "I have a couple." What kind of tattoos
couple.
do
You
you
have sleeves,
He has
man.
like cartoons all over him. Like, he's a child. It's like a kid picked out his
I know,
tattoos.
Yeah. He's got
got a pew pew
he's got
on
some,
there.
He's got some interesting ones, though.
He's
Yeah,
got a
that's it.
pew
He's got
pew.
Duck Hunt. He's got the Nintendo Duck Hunt, for Christ's
He's
sake.
got POW on there. He's got hearts with like a little bit of power left in them.
Yeah, right.
He's like draining of energy.
All right. Well, let's see. Are there any other news stories I was going to get to? I don't know. If this. No, that's all right. Let's skip this one. All right. Our guest today is Ian Ira Rousso.
Hello.
Ian is here. He is also known as Uncle Rooster.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfuckers.
For some reason, I don't know why.
Uncle
And,
Rooster.
Yeah. What is Uncle Rooster? Explain this.
My last name is Russo, and I'm an
That's
uncle.
it?
Yeah.
Rooster Russo. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
I got it. Now, do you do a crow or something like that during your comedy? I don't know.
For a while, I hate to call it, not a catchphrase, but I would say cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfuckers.
You did?
Yeah. That was a brief phase, though.
It didn't last. It didn't
Yeah.
stick.
It's 2023. There's
Right,
no room in the
right.
world for catchphrases.
No. All right. So you just go by Uncle Rooster now. All right.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing stand up?
9 years.
9 years?
Yeah.
No. Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
I
I thought you were maybe like 2 years in or 2 or 3.
No, I started.
Is that like a
What?
It's
Rob, you have
nothing.
something to say? What?
I started in the Brooklyn alt scene back in 2014, and then
All right. So you're from New York.
Yes.
New York City. Queens? Is that where you're from?
I grew up on the Upper West Side.
Is that you?
Sorry, accident.
There's Uncle Rooster. All right.
Sound effects are working
all right,
today.
So the Queen. So you grew up on the where? Upper.
Upper West Side,
Upper West Side.
and then
All right.
the 70s.
Okay. All right. And you started doing stand up in New York.
Yes, Brooklyn.
Yeah. All right. And you did a lot. And when did you move to LA?
Year and a half later.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you've been out here a while.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So you've been doing stand up particularly for 9 years.
Yes.
And this is you're going to be recording your first album coming up here, right?
Yep.
Your first hour, is that what it is? This is the first hour you put together, right?
Yes.
That's cool. All right, cool. And you've been doing it around town, right? For a while? Yeah. How's it been going?
Some days are better than others.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm more creatively energized than ever. I'm getting better spots than I've ever have.
Mm-hmm.
Like a couple weeks ago, I got to feature for Joey Medina down at the Rec Room in front of 100 people.
Joey Medina.
Yeah.
He was on the
Joey.
He was on the Basshole show, the live show. All right, that's cool.
But yeah, that was that kind of spot that wouldn't have happened a year ago.
No. All right.
Yeah, I only started becoming half decent at this shit probably around April of last year.
Yeah. Now, are you pretty confident with this hour? Like you've tried the
Yes.
material out, you know it's most of it's working, all of it's working. You're happy with it.
It's okay. So I ran it, and the thing about this hour is that that was my first time doing an hour. Most of my sets are in 5 upwards of 10-minute increments. This, when I decided, yes, I'm going to go for the album recording, I was like, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to structure it as something that tells sort of a linear story. And to feel that work, to feel like the flow of it working in front of a packed room full of people who love me, like that was, I have something worth believing in.
You have something worth
Yeah.
believing. All right.
Yeah.
Now, what is, you are known in the LA comedy scene for this comics list that you put out there.
Yeah.
100, what is it? 100 top comics.
100 LA
100
comics to
LA
watch.
comics to watch.
You made the top 20 last year?
I heard that. Now I didn't look through the whole list, okay? But I that was last year I was on it.
Yes.
I don't know. Someone told me. I don't know. I didn't see it. But
I told
oh,
you.
yeah, but I was looking at
You're
this.
ahead of Chappelle.
I told you you're ahead
was-
of Chappelle too.
I was looking at this year's list. Is there an archive on your website?
Yes,
I guess
sir.
Okay. all right.
Archive content.
Oh, archive contents. Okay. All right. So you put together this every. This is the third year you've done it.
Yes.
Is that correct? 100 top 100 LA comics to watch. Every year you put out a list of all these comedians in LA. 100 to watch. How do you come up and how do you rank the comedians? Now I know you are very active in the open mic scene and the comedy scene and everything, so you know everyone or know of everyone. I'm guessing.
Yes.
How do you rank your comedians on this list?
It varies. Some of them are doing really well, and others have shows they could book me on.
All right.
I don't want to spoil too much on this year's list, but the top 20 were all people who bought koozies from me.
I noticed that.
Yes.
I was getting to that. Yes. Now Rob did not make the list. I didn't make the list either. this year.
Keep grinding.
It's all right.
Yeah, I
I think
know. How do you
I think
feel,
I'll
Rob?
survive.
Are you okay?
I'll be
All right.
fine.
CJ made the list.
I saw the list. I saw the list, and yeah, it's like when you got Dave Chappelle ranked like what 16 or
Yeah,
something.
something like that.
I think
right?
he was
Compared to like some
77.
other open micers
So
that
how
are
does
just
so how does someone
and I
like
see a lot of people on there that are like, oh, I've never seen them do well ever on stage, and I'm just like, how is this person on this list, and what is the rating?
We're not going to go through it and name.
Yeah,
you know,
I won't.
no, we're not going to be we're not going to be that much of an asshole and pick people apart on why their number, whatever.
There was
Unless,
the Luke,
unless
the
Ian
Luke
wants to do
Schwartz
that
gag.
because you're the one that wrote it. So if you want to point people out, then you start with that. But
There was a running gag on the list where I rank Luke Schwartz and all the door guys, trying to like convince Luke Schwartz, hey, put me up on Potluck. I murdered on Potluck.
all right, so pretty much you are
Yeah.
ranking people. Are you ranking people mainly because you're hoping that they book you on a spot and or get you into an open mic or something like that?
Partially.
Oh,
Yeah,
is that why Josh Edelman was number one?
no,
He books some pretty good some pretty good shows. I mean, he's hilarious. He's
I
a
love
funny guy.
Josh.
He's
Yeah.
doing good
Oh yeah,
things.
so Josh Edelman's number one. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
looking at that
yeah,
right
yeah.
now. Yeah, no, I love
The
Josh.
only
a
reason
really
why I
good
know that was
documentary.
because Josh
Josh also made a documentary.
posted
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Talented guy.
No, it was actually like it was fantastic. Like I left, I went to the screening at the LA Comedy and Film Festival, and I was just because I knew Josh went to film school. I know he has a background in filmmaking.
Rob also went to film school.
Yes, I sure did.
So did I. Now, so here you are ranking yourself number 22 there on the screen there. What makes you put yourself on the list? And then you're also number 22. How does that work?
Partially to sell tickets. Also,
All right.
I mean, do you like promote yourself? Do you go to people, hey, I'm ranked 22 in the top LA, and then they don't even know who made the list? They're like, you're only 22? You're like,
everyone in LA knows you make the list, but like if it gets around, I mean, around the rest of the country or whatever, people may not know who you are.
I do have a run of dates coming up in Tulsa, Santa Fe, and in Tucson, and the album recording itself, and all of the on all the flyers. One of the credits is top 100 LA comics to watch.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
So pretty much, I noticed that everyone purchased a koozie of yours. Your merch did make the list. I noticed that. So I guess it's almost like donation based. You can get yourself on the list.
very much like a politician.
Yeah,
I guess,
you
in a
can
sense,
get. Yeah, it's like.
And now I have T-shirts.
Oh, so if you buy a T-shirt and a koozie, does it rank you up to like a top 15 situation, maybe?
Oh, I will write a whole piece on you. Like
that's one thing I've noticed, that like going through the list, like you definitely have like chunks of things to say about certain people, and then other people it's like funny or like, I think I do remember seeing mine at one point. It was like philosopher or something.
Modern day philosopher.
It was like clearly you've never seen some of these people perform. I feel like how they're on the list.
I'm like, wow. When I look at that.
Now, what can Rob do to get on the list
I
next year?
don't want to be on the list, please. Don't put me
got
me on the list. Don't, please. I'm not going to buy a koozie.
Oh, my God.
But I don't have to buy a koozie. I got you.
How long does it take you to compile this list? Now, do you start right now for next year's list? Are you already having taking notes?
I'm waiting.
Are you going to clubs and sitting in the back and taking notes on people? Are you like a scout for this list? Would you say?
Yeah, if Reed isn't around, I'll sit in her seat and I'll just take notes. Yeah, this top 100 LA comics.
No, but seriously, do you have so do you look at last year's list and be like, look, there's a lot of the same people probably on the list. I don't know, like how many of the same people make the list every year?
Well, Josh was at 100 the year before. I did research for this thing, but it was Josh Edelman was like, and then I only know that too because Josh posted it. But he was 100,
and then he made it.
Started from the bottom. Now I'm here, whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Right. I don't know what number I was, but or last year's list. But now I'm not on the list anymore.
I don't know.
So
my mom was upset that I wasn't on the list.
I guess
she watches the list, and she's just like,
I guess I fucked up majorly this year in comedy. I guess because I got kicked off. I got kicked off the list.
It was a competitive year.
So why did I not make this year's list, but I made last year's list? Is there a reason?
It was a competitive year. I had a lot of people to work in.
Wow, you're really a politician. That's definitely a politician answer.
No, the first year, though, the first top 100 list took me about 2 hours to make. I didn't put in...
Right, you made it the night before it was released? Is that what you're saying?
It was riddled with typos, and I uploaded it right away.
All right, so there was you didn't really take your time with it.
No.
Yeah.
The second year, there was a bit of a story arc to it.
Okay. But now you're getting more attention for your list, so you might want to put some thought into it or time into creating it, right?
Get more heavy hitters that could do me favors.
Yeah. Now, has Dave Chappelle reached out about making the list?
Well, he actually talked about it on his last special. He talked about the fact that he was on the list. Yeah, 10 minutes.
Now, why? Okay, so why do you pepper in? I mean, obviously, some of the big name comics. Like, are you hoping that they see the list and are like, "Hey, well, this is nice"?
No, like Argus Hamilton doing good things,
right? But why is Dave Chappelle like number whatever? Or like over like why isn't he number one?
He did a couple like maybe 2 weeks before I dropped the second list. He did a drop in at Lab Work.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, he's dropping in there occasionally. Yeah.
That's in his IMDb now, so yeah, he's on the list.
Along with Half Baked and You've Got Mail.
Oh my God! You also have an honorable mention section, which there's a lot of people's names are there, but they didn't get a photo.
Yeah.
They didn't. They didn't get a picture. All that stuff. I think we have someone calling in here. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get this to work.
No, the honorable mentions this year, it was like anybody who was like bummed they didn't make the list. It's like, fine, I'll edit it. I'll give you an honorable mention. Last year, I was working a temp job where I had nothing to do. I was sitting at a front desk all day, And it was like, all right, I have all this free time. I'm going to go through every flyer in LA and add every comic I could find on and put.
You just literally okay, all right. So
between the honorable mentions and the top 100, there was over 1,000 comics on.
So you're never judging people by their performance or how much laughs they're getting or how well they're doing.
I don't judge comics.
Well, here's the thing. Brian Patrick Moses, the bartender at the Improv, he made the honorable mentions.
Yes, he did. I saw that.
Yeah, he was
And
bummed about that.
I love him, but I mean, yeah, maybe he's got some quick remarks coming from behind the bar. I don't know.
He made.
You can bartend at one of the clubs and just get an honorable mention.
He was number 6 on last year's list.
He actually made a top. He was number 6. He made top 10. Wow, all right, good for Moses.
I'm still surprised
He's
I'm on
doing
the
good
list.
things.
The CJ's on the list. Too. We do have a caller calling in that's listening live. Hi, you're on the air. Who's this? Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hello. This is Rose.
Rose. Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rose.
You okay?
Hello.
All right. Go ahead, Rose.
I have a hairball.
What is your deal, Rose? What's going on?
I want to talk to this Ian guy. Ian, whatever his fucking name is.
Ian.
Because I don't really like the fact that I bought a cozy and I'm a comic and I don't make his fucking list.
You're a comedian?
I am.
All right. So you didn't make the list either.
I didn't make the list. I think he is.
How long have you been doing comedy, Rose?
You just made the list.
How long have you been doing comedy, Rose?
You just made the list.
Very specific sound effect.
2 weeks.
2 weeks you've been doing stand up and you didn't make the list. All right. So here's a stand up comedian named Rose who's been doing stand up for 2 weeks in LA. You're in LA?
I'm in LA. I moved from New York.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I moved from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay. I am disabled.
Okay.
Oh wow, you should make the list.
But because I had a couple hip replacements.
Oh.
I was on workers' comp, and I have a disability. But I'm using comedy to heal. And I'm now here for 2 weeks busting my half hip
comedy?
guy.
All right, so you're saying you put the work in and you did not make the list. 2 weeks of work you put into stand up and you're not on the list. All right. Ian, why didn't Rose make the list?
I haven't sold a koozie to a comic in the past 2 weeks.
I know. This lady's calling in right now. The list came out like a month ago or 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Well, Rose, I think.
I'm from New York too.
Oh, so maybe you guys know each other. You're from New York, no? I don't know. All right, so Rose, you're gonna have to put more work in this coming year to try to make this list, I guess.
2 weeks. I'm sure she's funnier than most of the comics on the list.
Did you hear that? You just got a compliment. You got a compliment. He said that you're probably funnier than most of the comics on the list.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Is he single?
Are you single?
There's a new lady who's sort of wandered into my life.
Oh, all right. Well, Ian might be
tied
taken
up in my place.
Ian might be taken, Rose. So I don't know if that's gonna work out.
You know what, then, Ian, you can go scratch.
All right.
Go scratch.
Go scratch.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you, Rose, for calling in. Good luck with your stand up and that cough. Do something about that cough. I hope you make it to. I hope you live long enough to maybe get on the list next year. I don't know.
It's not COVID.
All right. Goodbye, Rose. Thank you.
That was a very legit call.
Is there somebody in the
whole show
bathroom?
is legit, Rob. First of all,
But she was like playing such a character.
everyone's a character.
And like she was
Why can't you just believe in the show?
I was
Rob? You
believing
just
in
go
it.
with
Okay,
Jesus Christ.
she was real.
Rob shows up here late. We had to hold production for him.
Oh,
Rob
but-
comes in here and he's like, "Did you cook food? Did you cook food for me?"
I was wondering.
last week on last week's show, him and Rachel asked if I was cooking before the show, and I was like, "What? Are you kidding me?"
No, we just thought, man. It was
know,
like
dude,
a form
I
of
don't know.
payment.
You had some whiskey as a form of payment.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right. So maybe she'll make the list next year. I don't know. So you're already scouting. That's good to hear.
I'm always scouting.
You're always scouting. All right. So here's
I can't believe I wasn't on the list.
Yeah,
I mean, I
have you-
perform
have you
all
seen-
over
I
town.
got you.
Have you seen Rob's comedy?
I'm on a Veils at the Laugh Factory.
He's
I
a regular
perform it.
at
I
the
get
Laugh
my
Factory.
Veils at the Improv.
But have
I
you
don't
done
know.
Fourth Wall?
I have not done fourth wall.
That's where I do the majority of my scouting.
All right, you hear that, everyone? So if you want to get scouted for next year's list, go to fourth wall.
Wait, fourth wall, you got to pay, right? You got to pay.
I don't know.
I've been trying to avoid
Third
those type
wheel.
of open mics. Third wheel I like because you don't pay.
I started making a list of my own. I started making 100 things if I had Ian Ira Rousso's free time. Number 100, wipe my ass properly. 99, floss. 98, go see Ian's show. No, I'm kidding.
Wow. Burn. What
That's
an
it.
asshole.
I only did 3 because that's the only time I had. So see, you're way ahead of me already. I'm just joking. All right. All right. So you were on Gary Cannon's podcast. Or no, Gary Cannon was on your podcast.
Yes.
Sorry.
And Earl Skakel.
Yes. So you also have a podcast called the Ian Ira Rousso Show. How long have you been doing your podcast?
I was doing it consistently for about 3 months, and then my Roadcaster broke mid-flight, and
It broke?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The screen got smashed.
Oh, you took it with you traveling.
Yeah, I was in New York.
Did you get a case for it, or how did you?
Yeah. It was a soft case.
And it just broke.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What does that mean in podcast terms?
That means that this board that we're using here,
Yeah.
man.
his board broke. Yeah, and you just got it, right? Isn't it under warranty or something?
Yeah, it is. I did get it replaced I got the certificate to replace it about 2 months later, got it replaced, and I've just been on overdrive seeking out stage time wherever I can because, God, keeping an hour of material polished in 5-minute increments is...
All right, so
That's
It's
a
almost
challenge.
so your podcast is on
impossible,
hiatus.
though, right? Like, are you not getting 20-minute spots? Because I get 20-minute spots, but I'm not on the list. But I get usually 20-minute spots. So if I could do like 3 20-minute spots, that's an hour. But getting an hour together
It's a lot of work. Yeah.
because the lulls are like the hardest part about stand-up is like when a room gets quiet. You know what I mean? Like, and how's that going right now? Because you're just doing 5 minutes at a time.
In front of comics,
But you're
mostly.
doing
that's
mainly in LA.
horrible.
But you have done shows on the road a little
Yes,
bit, right?
a little bit.
So how much time are you doing when you what cities have you gone to outside of LA as far as trying to stay?
Tucson, I've featured, done 20 minutes out there.
All right, so you've been doing like 20 minutes
Yeah.
when you're outside of the LA
Yeah.
vicinity. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I did 20 minutes down at the Rec Room in Huntington Beach.
Yeah, that's out of town. Like even
Yeah.
Pasadena, I consider Pasadena out of town because
yeah.
it's away from Los Angeles. You got a different crowd out there.
Right.
Anywhere like just outside of Hollywood
Yeah.
is like a
Yeah.
like an American just
45 minutes
somewhat of
away
a-
from here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh
It is
my
a
God.
very saturated market in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's awful. It's
Well,
like,
the thing is, like at the Improv, most comics, even headliner comics, they don't want to have a weekend there sometimes because that's why you don't see a lot of people do weekends there because the crowds are just so Hollywood.
they're
you know.
Hollywood. It's like
Yeah.
they want to do those shows, Monday through Thursday. or
You can't
whatever.
sell merch.
Can't sell merch.
Yeah,
No,
like
no. Have you been having luck selling your koozies at LA shows at all? I mean, besides other comics buying them to get on the list.
I've had if I leave LA,
Yeah.
like even down in Long Beach, I did a mic down in Long Beach a couple months ago, and I had the koozies on me, and I was running like a very stupid merch pitch at the time. That yeah,
Crowing and stuff,
yeah.
Uncle Rooster.
Yeah.
You want to be on my 100 top list?
Who wants to party with Uncle
Oh yeah, wait, I
Rooster?
do remember.
'Cause I
you
got koozies for sale.
I do remember you doing that at a mic, like Who Wants to Party with Uncle Rooster? At the Improv mic, you did that. Who wants to party with Uncle Rooster? And everyone's just like, what? Like,
Rita was probably behind her laptop, being like,
Oh
"Oh
my
Jesus
God.
fucking Christ, Ian!"
it's just like, it's a little creepy. I feel like.
Uncle
But
Rooster.
Uncle Rooster. That's the uncle that you don't want to be left with.
Yeah,
so-
Liam
but-
McEnany said that on my podcast. He sounds like he diddles kids.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. So you are selling merch on the road now. What are you selling these koozies for on the road? How much they cost? A fan?
$5.
How much is that going to set you back? $5?
Yeah.
All right. That's not bad.
Yeah, and Michael Evans just made me T-shirts.
Nice.
What's
Yeah.
it say on the?
Yeah. What does it say?
Could
Just-
you have a
Are
you wearing it?
I
Are you
wish
wearing
I normally I am.
this fucking guy? Come on,
He's not wearing
This is
it. No,
your-
it's not.
this-
Well, last night I saw the Ergs and great band,
Yeah,
but
the
that's
Ergs?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, the shirt just says sorry again, and on the back it just says sorry again, sorry again, sorry again, sorry again, sorry again.
Sorry
and in
again,
quotes,
sorry again,
Ian
yeah.
Ira Rousso.
Well, at least you're being polite and you're apologizing before people see the show.
That's the number one thing about cancel culture. You never say sorry.
And then you don't say sorry again.
Sorry again.
Now, are you okay? So you're doing this show. How have you've been doing it here in LA, right, for a little while? Like now, have it's been selling out, or you've been selling tickets? How are the crowds been? Like, who's going to your show?
Very, very.
How are you getting people there?
Half comics, half mostly friends.
Half seat fillers. Okay.
There was like last time there was one stranger in the audience and
someone you didn't know. One person you didn't know.
Yep.
And who was that?
A friend of
friend of a friend that showed up. All right, that drag him there. Okay.
But it was loved what I was doing, and this time around I'm running it this Friday at the Glendale Room.
All right.
And
where's the Glendale Room? In Glendale, obviously, but where's
it's on Art Sock Street, like right behind the Glendale Galleria.
That's right where that's right where we used to do gauchos back then.
Yeah. So is this is this an open mic as well?
Yeah, this is they do have mics there on Sundays and Wednesdays.
So this live taping that you're doing, you have a whole like cameras. Like,
you're doing video. Are you
cameras? Just locked in the audio. I'm still deciding whether or not I even want to bother hiring a camera crew because I'm not releasing it as a special.
Now, why wouldn't you film it for video if you're going through all this trouble to record it?
Because couple reasons. I don't think I have quite the stage chops quite yet to pull off a special. But
really?
I
think you're number 22. What the fuck? Are you serious?
But also just the sheer fact, there are so many comics self-releasing specials that I don't want to.
You don't want to be one of those?
I don't want to disparage their efforts, but they are not good most of the time. It doesn't have the same soul. And it's to the point where they're not. They're releasing all these specials, and they're not special.
They're not special.
Yeah.
So you're saying you're saying that you don't want to film yours because yours is not going to be special enough either. Is that what you're saying?
No, not that at all.
You're really selling this.
The idea, a part of the equation, I would like to do a pressing of this on vinyl.
Right.
And the idea of somebody reading the liner notes, essentially a journal entry of my life. That is more special to me than anything that even Netflix could fund.
So you want people to listen to this on vinyl at some point?
Spotify, vinyl, try to get some distributors.
You mean an actual record? Is that what you're talking about? Vinyl? Like someone's going to go buy a 45 and break out their player to listen to this?
12-inch?
Like they did when Steve Martin was releasing it on record?
Yeah, well, I'm going to release my album on A-Track. So so only people with A-Track can listen to it. I think
that's a waste of money.
And then I'm going to go put it on beta.
Vinyl?
The market is there for it.
All right. I mean, I don't know about For Sorry Again and on vinyl, but what about
I'm really sorry to tell you, don't do it. You're going to be spending way too much money on vinyl. Like, maybe just to have one for yourself.
Yeah, but you just make the cover. You don't really need
to try to sell them to people. Like you're just going to be like that would just give me like if you're my like close friend and you like buy this and I'm like, how am I going to even listen?
I don't even have a record player.
But particularly in like the punk and the indie scene, like. Where there is a market for comedy in that, like guys like Kyle Kinane, Chris Gethard.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people own record players.
Those are people that are like I've known Kyle. Like, that's just high up there.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
have way bigger audiences.
Yeah, way bigger audiences. And they will have people, like you got like Nick Swartz and Burt Kreischer, whatever. You know, they want to sell like an album like that. Right. People will buy that just for... But like your album, it's like I don't know. I'm just saying like don't do that to yourself, and actually just put it on digital and on YouTube. You should. How many people?
You should. I think you should absolutely film with video if you're doing this.
I do have one guy's coming in with a camera just for the sake of having clips.
You should have 2 cameras, I think, at least. But like, it's going to sell out in New York. That's where you're from. All your friends, family from back there are going to go.
Tickets are still selling.
All right, they're still selling. But you should film it. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm
filming it for no other reason. Like I'm not thinking about the career advancements right now. That aspect that's irrelevant to me.
Sure, but here's the thing. I don't know if this is going to be any good. This could be horrible. But I'm just saying.
It could very well be.
I'm going to say that you're doing it at least.
Yeah.
You are doing it, right? I mean, give him that at least. I don't know. You're putting it out there. But like
I could potentially be sitting on millions of views worth of clips when all is said and done. Yeah.
Or one, and,
one view.
One view. Like this podcast.
I mean, I don't know about you, but like since you're doing things in increments and you're doing like 20-minute spots, why not just like record those 20-minute spots and then do like the 20 minutes there and then do another 20 minutes there and then put it together to release the album? Or I don't know, I'm just saying ideas. It's like because you're not really selling it too,
The album does work as a complete package. It just tells like kind of like a linear story about doing comedy over the past couple years and just all of like the crazy dates that I've been on, all the stupid shit I've done.
Would you put this more on the one-man show kind of thing, or like true stand-up?
I wish I did, because if I called it a one-man show, I would probably selling tickets way faster.
All right. Yeah. Well, then maybe rebrand it. I don't know. Yeah. So are you doing a lot of stories, like longer stories and stuff like that? Okay. All right.
Just stories, like simple, like ranging from simple stuff to the time two friends called me on the phone and asked me to help them move in with their girlfriends.
All right. Will these friends be at the show?
Yeah. One of
Is
them will be
there anyone
Friday,
that's coming to the show that's going to be like, how the fuck did I end up in this?
Yeah. Dude, one of my friends from New York, I have a story of us getting on city bikes for what was my first time. We grabbed dinner and just like the absurdity of city bikes and just falling in love with the city of New York, just like this perfect New York moment where like I'm pulling my bike from the station from the terminal as a lady is docking hers, and I tell my friend 20s me would punch 30s me in the face if he saw me on a city bike.
Oh my
God. She chimes in, yeah, these things are bullshit. And my friend, who happened to be at the first run of the hour because he just moved to LA, he was like, oh yeah, I was there for that.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Now, are people coming?
Wait, is this part of the stand-up right now? Is this the story?
Yeah, part of it. I'm not selling it.
Well, he's not doing. He's not going to do his A material on this podcast because people get it for free.
Are you nervous?
Are some people coming to the show as like community service requirements or something? Or no?
There were a couple of people who went last time just because they were curious.
They were curious to see like what you're doing or what it is. What it is? Yeah, exactly.
Like Seth and Sarah Lawrence. They went and they were just like shocked. It's
I'm
like,
honestly
oh
curious.
shit, he has a good hour.
I'm honestly curious. I should have went to it before this podcast, but you know what? I don't have time. But you're doing it this Friday. So is what was I gonna say? I heard that you once rigged the open mic bucket at Flappers.
Yes, that was a potential Basshole story.
Now, did you get banned from Flappers for doing this?
How did you hear about this?
I read about it on the
top 100 list,
on the website.
Oh my God.
Now, I don't know if this is your Basshole story that you came in with, but I did read about it and I heard about it and I was like, wow, the balls on this guy. So you rigged the open mic bucket mic at Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank. Now, you wrote in your name. You brought your own tickets and you wrote your name and then threw them in. Is that what happened?
I took so basically I was going to the Yoo-Hoo Room mic, which at the time was packed and it was hard to get up. And at one night I was just like, fuck this. And I I took the ticket. It was an Office Depot ticket. I got a roll of the same tickets.
It was the same ones? All right.
And basically what happened was it started out, I would write my name 3 times, put it in the bucket, 4 times, 7 times. And I would go on stage with the attitude, like, I looked at the host like, what are you going to do? And then one night...
and then they pick it out 5 times? Is that what
One night I put my name in the bucket 25 times.
Come on. 25 times? There's probably not even that many people there in the Yoo-Hoo Room.
Back then there was.
Back then, there was a lot.
Dude, there was a stretch where the Yoo-Hoo Room on Fridays and Saturdays, that was the hottest open mic in LA. Yeah. It easily rivaled what was going on in the lab.
Interesting. I think I went to that once, the Yoo-Hoo Room.
I get pulled first. Somebody else is on deck.
Right.
I go to the host, Molly Kaufman, terrific person. I walk up to her. I whisper in her ear, I'm so sorry.
Again.
Yeah, sorry again. And I just left. And she kept pulling my name repeatedly after I left. And then Will the GM, he approached me.
The GM.
Yeah.
All right, So they approach you after they pull your name several times. They realize it's a rigged bucket now from Ian Rousso.
But he was just like, yeah, could you stop doing that?
So did they kick you out, or what did they do?
They were like, yeah, you're banned for 2 weeks. I didn't make this decision.
2 weeks?
Like, I completely understand.
That's it.
I'm surprised you didn't get banned for life.
Yeah. It was like it was funny at the time, and still now it's kind of funny. But it was still a real dick thing to do.
Now, would you?
I don't find it funny at all. Because I just picture like, because I've been in like the improv open mic. And
yeah, would you ever do that at like the improv?
Oh
mic?
God, no.
No, so you treat flappers as like a piece of shit. Is what you're saying, which a lot of people do. But
Yeah. And I think flappers gets too much.
I'm not saying anything.
People give flappers too much shit. I think it's a good club. They have great food.
It's a great club, and I love when they book you and then they say like, you get $0 in signing this contract.
Yeah, you have to sign a contract to perform there.
Show up to perform for nothing.
It's like W2 for $0.
And then they get a ticket, and it's like, I think now I don't even think you still get a drink. I don't know. I haven't performed in such a long time.
Yeah, it depends. It is.
Do you remember the pizza spot?
The pizza spot?
Oh yeah,
if you had a good spot on one of their mics, somebody won.
Nah, I didn't go to the open mic that much. No.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is definitely an asshole story. But this is the I'm a Basshole show, Ian Rousso, and you are on the show. So when guests are here, they come on with a story about a time in their life that they were an a-hole. It can be an isolated incident. It can be maybe you're an asshole right now. Maybe you were one in the past. Anything along those lines that you'd like to share with us today?
There's one that I'm sort of uncomfortable doing on a podcast, but I guess I'll dive into it.
All right.
Yeah, I don't want to name names, but
Uh-oh.
yeah, you're gonna know who it is right away too.
I might not. I don't really know many people.
Was it because you were eating a burrito and you kind of ignored me when I said hello?
All right. Is it that story? All right, go ahead. Let Ian tell a story. Go ahead.
It was 2021. Me and another comic, we had the idea it was really her idea, but to fake a relationship on Facebook.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I think I do remember this.
Yes.
All right. Yes, I know who you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So
Terrific person. She works very hard. I don't want to give her.
No, I won't say
bullshit
names or anything.
Yeah.
But she's great.
Why can't we say her name?
I don't know. That's up to Ian. I'm not gonna say it.
No, I don't know how many listeners this gets, and I don't want anybody.
We're like around.
We've actually
averaging like 4 to 0.
We've actually lost listeners for this episode. But it's fine.
What's with this? All this inside baseball.
Yes. So stand-up comedian, female. You faked a relationship on social media.
Yeah,
but how is that an asshole? Like,
why? First of all, why did you guys do that, or why did you do that? I don't know. Was she in on it, or was it?
She must have been in on it.
I'm trying to remember how this exactly started. I know it might have.
He's an asshole because she wasn't in on it.
What?
He's an asshole because she wasn't in on it.
She wasn't in on it. All right.
I know. I feel like around the time, I'm just trying to remember what was going on. Like it was, God, a year and a half ago. But she treated it as like a PR relationship, and me
PR.
Yeah, kind of like
I'm going out with a guy that makes a list of 100 top comics. What?
Did you guys think it was gonna like go viral and blow up or something?
This is not an asshole story though. What is asshole?
It
all right, hold on. He's still telling.
Right,
let him have a minute. Give him a minute. For Christ's sakes, Jesus.
All right, man.
But yeah, her idea was like supposed to be like a PR thing. We just update the status and we don't talk about it. But me, I really like committed to it.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point, maybe a couple weeks later, I was like, it would be funny if we faked a pregnancy.
Oh.
And at the time, she thought it was funny, and then I uploaded a sonogram. It's a boy.
Oh wow! So you're faking that you're telling everyone that you're fucking and you're having a baby.
But the asshole part of this story is that people thought it was real, and I thought it was hilarious. So for a while, I kept doing it, and
I'm gonna go back to my 100 things if I had Ian Rousso's free time list. I just don't understand.
I don't understand why that's an asshole story. It's
somewhat. I think
Are you just really entrenched into the LA community of comedians, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, he definitely is.
So it's an inside baseball type of thing too. Like if people are listening that you're not into comics or whatever, and the comedians, it's a very tight group, and it's like, and that's what happened. It started a fire within the group.
Kind of.
People had questions.
There are people who did not think it was fake and were like walking up to her like, I heard you're pregnant. I've heard you're having a baby with Ian.
Wow.
And like,
who is this? Can we just say the name? Like, who cares? No one really cares.
That's up to Ian. I'm not.
After the podcast, maybe.
Okay.
All right. So it's already a shitty story with.
No,
we can't say who it is. Ian doesn't want to say who it is. All right. So you faked a relationship that no one gave a shit about.
But she did like later on.
But
she did address her concerns.
Did you end it publicly, like saying we're now broken up or whatever?
No, it was all a joke.
Yeah. Did
Got
you? Do that?
Didn't get to that point because we stopped speaking to each other before.
You guys don't speak now?
Nah.
So this started a fight.
Oh, so a fight.
You're living out shit.
We've always had like a turbulent friendship, but
all right. So it started a fight between you and her, and now you guys really don't speak anymore.
Yeah.
Was it because of this fake thing, pretty much?
That was a major factor.
Wow. So you guys fake killed the baby?
So you
fake abortion?
So you guys
a fake abortion after I announced that the baby was born. Instead of actually
dating in real life, you faked a dating relationship, and it actually ruined both of your friendships. So it's kind of like you actually did have a dating relationship and broke up.
I don't even know.
This is so fucking weird. But first of all, for
anyone, it's a wackadoo story.
Anyone that's listening, we should have.
It's not wackadoo. It's so.
Dude,
when you
get like when you get approached by the GM at the Improv saying, "I heard you're pregnant," like, don't get me wrong, that's hilarious objectively. But that's probably a sign that, yes, this gag is probably getting out of hand.
Right. All right. Well, you know what?
I mean, if I was her, I'd be fucking drinking and be like, yeah, I'm pregnant. Who gives a shit?
That's actually what happened. Like, the bartender was serving her and, the GM was like, should she be drinking right now?
Oh, my God. And did you say how many months along you guys were?
It wasn't very well thought out.
It wasn't thought out. Yeah.
And it was a very rushed gag.
You didn't get any baby gifts and all that stuff.
Nah.
All right.
There was no baby shower.
Oh my God. All right. So that's your asshole story. I don't know. I don't think that's an asshole story.
Not an asshole story.
It's a weird fucking story. I'll tell you that.
That's a Tuesday for me.
Have you?
That's like me telling.
Have you done anything really
with
like
people
that deserves like people were like this guy Ian, real asshole. Like real fucking asshole. Like growing up, like I don't know, young adult life, anything like that you're ashamed of that you want to talk about.
Anything I'm ashamed of?
Something that you did.
No,
I always find it funny because in LA, like I've been doing comedy for a long time, and
oh really? I didn't see you on the list.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm never on the list. I'm in the top 5,000 comics. That's where I am. I don't know if you guys know that. I'm like 4,000 something, but whatever. Who's counting?
It's all right.
5,000 comics in Los Angeles. But I just find it funny because it's like in LA, like I said, like I saw you before, like, and I've met you, like we've like talked. I think you said like good set one time at the Improv when I did the open mic or whatever. I think Fanto was like hosting or whatever. And even today, right now, like I'm like, hey, what's up? And you're like, oh, what's your name again? It's like,
dude, there are too many fucking comics in LA. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. If you're not on his list, he doesn't know who you are.
It's not even, but it's always funny to me because
I had to remind him who I was because I wasn't on this year's list.
Yeah, so many comics are like that.
I'm on.
Yeah, exactly.
Who was it? Someone I saw recently, and then they apologized because it's just like I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, Rob, and it was at Third Wheel too. You weren't there that night, but it was someone else. Oh, Leah Mansfield, and I know her. I've met her so many times, but it's like, I guess she just has bad eyesight because then she came up to me later on. I'm like, yeah, I just said hi to you. Like, I don't know. I always find it funny in the LA community. It's like people like there's a hierarchy, and people don't want to say hi to other people or this and that, and
unless you have something to offer them.
Exactly, or unless you buy a koozie off of them and you're on the list.
It's funny to me how there are cliques that surround open mics.
Oh yeah, there's very cliquey.
Oh my God.
It's creatively stifling at times when you're trying to develop art and ideas. Like
Because you're performing in front of the same assholes all the time, and
Yeah,
everyone's just laughing. Everyone's like being
Everyone's
friendly.
an asshole.
Yeah, but everyone's gonna be laughing at your jokes or whatever, and then you're
If you're in their clique, maybe.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
then you're in the background, and I'm just sitting there going like, wow, that
right.
person's just laughing because they're friends.
They're friends. Of
Either he's
asshole.
laughing because they're bombing really hard or whatever, because that's always
They're
funny.
making fun of someone.
Yeah,
or whatever,
exactly.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I saw that last time I went to Comedy Store. It was like they were good friends. That's why you're laughing so hard. And it was so stretched.
Yeah, like
So
you
in Ian's
go,
show, all his friends will be at the show, so they'll be laughing, right? Except for that one stranger that comes.
No, yeah. He actually enjoyed what I'm doing, and
Good.
this was his one note.
What is it? Oh, he gave you a note?
Yeah.
The stranger?
He's on no
He was
stories.
he was like, I probably would have had 2 hours if I just talked slower.
Oh, then you can stretch it out, baby.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you got 2 albums. One
Sorry again, part one and
one
sorry
you can
again,
put
part
on
two.
vinyl.
Sorry and sorry again.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. There should have been the first one. You should make a
Volume
prequel.
2.
Your prequel, sorry, and then sorry again. and I'm
Ian,
really sorry.
So Ian, you don't really have an asshole story. I'm going to call you out.
No, that is an asshole story.
First of all,
right, so
first of all, the two of you were in on it together, so it's like
Another part of the story that I forgot.
Another part of the there's more.
there's
She
more to the
died.
same story?
It's a quick one. Like we were backstage at West Side Comedy Theater, and we spoke for the first time in months, and kind of rude and condescending.
Since you guys
to
lost
me.
the baby.
Yeah, since we lost the fake baby.
Right.
But kind of rude to me at the time, and I just responded to it like saying, "Hey, we're having another baby," and she lost her shit, and justifiably.
All right. Well, do you guys think there's any?
That was not an.
Can you
asshole.
save? Can you save this friendship?
You lost
at all?
the friendship over
over a fake baby.
Over a fake baby.
fake baby, and
relationship?
it's like something that she agreed upon.
It's
It's
an
like,
inside. It's an inside joke.
initially, but you also said, "Is it okay if I take it further?" And then she just went along with it.
Yeah.
No, she did express her concerns.
Ian,
Stop.
You gotta have one more quick story. You must have done something growing up that you were fucking ashamed of, like some asshole move, some asshole thing in school, college. I don't know you really, but like there's gotta be something.
Trying to think. Most people know me as a good guy.
You know?
Oh my god.
No! I hate when people do that. There's somebody like came on the show. It's like I have to say it because it's like whatever, Vinny Fastline, Richard Chasler.
Here we go.
You know, but people
Here
come
we
on the
go.
show and then they're just like,
And
"Oh,
then they're like,
I'm
Mr.
a nice
Nice-
guy,"
yeah,
and it's
Mr.
like,
Nice Guy, yeah.
you know what the name of the show is?
I know.
You know what the name of it is? It's called Asshole. It's Asshole Stories.
Asshole stories. Yes. All right. So
But I am wrong in that story. She expressed her concerns. She
that
said
story
stop.
is over. That story is done.
And if she hears this, I want her to know that I am sorry.
All right. Well, if anything, maybe we've salvaged a friendship for Ian and
Probably not.
Look, lady. I don't know who you are.
Hey, lady.
Lady, you're distraught. Look at this man. He's like, please. He's thinking this
he
is
really,
his asshole story.
He really wants your friendship back. I'm sorry.
And I think that you guys, I don't even know. Do I know this person? Do you know if I know this
I
person?
don't know if you know the person. I know her, but I don't know if you. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know if I know her?
I don't know.
Wow. Maybe she should come on the podcast.
Yeah. We'll have her on. We'll have her on, and we'll discuss maybe we'll have you both on. And you can reunite your friendship.
Rekindle it.
Ooh, that could be a good
And
episode.
then the
maybe.
fake romance would start again.
Then you guys really will have a baby.
He said, now you're an asshole.
That was an asshole. Yeah. All right, Ian. I think there is something inside you that is true asshole, but you don't want to reveal it today on the show for some reason. I don't know.
That is
I
an
mean,
asshole story.
I think the asshole story was more you putting your name in the
Here's the
bucket.
thing. If I booked you on the live show that we do at the Hollywood Improv, the next one is April 18th at 7:30 p.m. By the way, get your tickets now on sale. If I booked you on that show and you did that story in front of a real paying crowd, I mean, that would not. It'd be like I don't know, I don't know. It would not go well.
I think
Right?
I think the problem is that a lot of people come on the show and they don't. I like Kareem Matthews, another person. I like.
Yeah,
that came on the
Kareem's great,
show,
but he didn't have a story either.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, well, I'm just a nice guy, and it's like, and I get it, he is a nice guy, but there's no situation with a girl. Like that's where you got to go with.
I have a couple of those.
See, that's what I'm talking
If
about.
you have a quick one, say it
That's what
now
happened with
because we're
Wrestler
running out of
and
time.
Vinny.
I have one story. I'll give you the short version, I suppose. Like, I don't want to talk about it because it's related to
An
bit
abortion?
that's not an abortion.
It's related to what?
It's related to a bit that's definitely an important part of the hour. And
Look, no one.
Yeah,
look, here's the thing. Anyone listening to this show is not going to your hour. So, so
Yeah, they don't even come to my hour, so don't even worry about it.
so it's safe. Go ahead.
I think the worst thing that I have done since starting, since doing comedy, which again, overall, good guy. There was a
yes, we know that.
There was a comic many years ago who just moved to LA, and we did not get along. We she wasn't very nice to me, and I found myself in a situation where I was attracted to her.
Because she hated you so much?
Yeah,
That's a George Costanza thing.
All right.
But I started running a bit on stage that went something along the lines of, I have a crush on a comedian. She's the worst. As a comic and a person, you ever like someone who sucks personally and professionally? And she liked the joke, and for the first time she was nice to me, and I just kept doing the joke over and over again. And that was causing a lot of everybody wanted to know who this comic was. Mm-hmm. And it just imploded in a crazy way.
How?
I confided the wrong person who told all of her weird cliquey friends.
Dude, you need to get out of this clicky shit.
Yeah,
dude.
I do.
Oh my
I have
God,
since then.
you're an adult, dude.
But the way this story sort of ends, which
Yes, please make it end.
yeah. During the lockdown, she offered to cut my hair in a parking lot and told me I should give a lock of my hair to my crush. She cut my hair, and I tried giving it to her, and she ran off. And
As she should.
Yeah, which is an objectively funny story. But that whole clique, that whole gossip mill, they went out of their way to make the situation so much worse. 2 weeks later, I was told
over a joke though.
Here's the thing. All right, let's just stop for a minute. Hold on.
She was put in a situation that was very uncomfortable.
All right.
2 weeks later, I was gaslit into asking her out to coffee while she had moved far outside of LA, and she shouldn't have been in that situation. And the only reason I'm doing this bit for the hour is because I feel like I would be conceding to all of the bullying and gaslighting that took place towards me. And now this is a bit. Now
it's a bit in your
now
act.
it's a good bit.
Now it's a good bit.
It's a bit that I'm proud of, and I express all that in a way.
All right. Look, I think you got to come up. Look,
But
I here's the thing. I don't think you have any stories really prepared for the show. But something else.
I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm telling you, with the comic scene, one thing I've learned from doing comedy for a long time, which is not much because I'm not fucking famous or whatever.
You're not even on the list.
Yeah, I'm not even on the list.
No.
But it's you got to stay away from those cliques.
Absolutely.
You should be friends with people, but keep them in an arm's distance. And it's involved in that, because I got involved in shit like that when I first started, and it just led to nowhere.
Drama.
And then just trauma that you have to deal with. And then you got to see these people out and about. And it's always just, I don't know. I just try to be friendly to people. And then just, I try not to be a dick.
yeah,
And it doesn't really work for
that's
Ross.
the way. I think that's,
don't listen to any of these.
That's the thing that I learned from the lockdowns, because a lot of people in this clique, the woman who I confided about who the crush bit was about, she she was in a position of power, and a lot of people gravitated towards her because of it. And when she ended up not getting her job back, that gave her that power. One by one, all of those comics, almost all of those comics ended up quitting. And it was kind of, I took the right bet by staying away from that clique.
All right, here's the thing. All right, I think you need to find some stories that are not involved with comedians or comedy. You know, like who the real Ian Rousso is growing up. You know, I don't know anything about that, but like I do think there's another side to you outside of this open mic comedy. You know, comedy shows, comedians, fake scams, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Just as a person, you know? I mean, there's a person behind this microphone here, not just Ian the comedian that does weird shit with other comics.
Not weird shit, but
yeah, it is weird. Like faking a relationship and a baby. Come on,
her idea.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like, who fucking cares?
Who cares? Like, I want to hear about like the Ian growing up. Like you know, like what asshole kid you know you were growing up, or like there's something you got into trouble doing something. I don't know what it is. We don't really have time for it now, but you know, I want you to think about that, you know, as a person, and maybe come back next year when the new list comes out and Rob is still not on it.
I won't be on it.
I got you, man.
5,000. No, and I know what you're gonna write. You're gonna write yes. I put you on the list if I do get on the list.
See,
no.
I kept my word.
Exactly. I know.
All right. Well, look, Ian, I want to buy a koozie from you. That's the least I can do. I can say that. Can I buy that on your website? Is that how we do that?
Oh, I got you. I got him in my car.
He's got them. He's selling merch at the podcast.
No, you don't have to. Yeah, if you guys want koozies.
All right, I appreciate that. All right. Oh my God. All right. Well, there's Ian Ira Rousso. Sorry again. The road to the album recording. He is going to be this Wednesday at the Glendale Room in Glendale.
How much time are you doing in Glendale?
That is no Friday of March 24th.
Is that the wrong information there?
Yeah,
Dude, my mom messaged me about this. She's like, "When's Ian Ira Rousso performing?"
It is Friday the 24th, and also.
And then you're going to Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Yeah, I'm in Tucson on Thursday, March 30th. Santa Fe on March 31st.
All right.
And then Tulsa.
And then leading up to the album recording in New York City, April 23rd, right?
Yes.
So where can people get their tickets for that if they haven't gotten them yet?
www.ianirarousso.com or www.qedastoria.com.
All right. Well, make sure you get your tickets. Make sure you follow Ian Rousso. And you know, support his podcast. Do whatever you can to help this guy out. All right. Rob, do you have anything else to say to Ian? I mean, I know he wasn't really an asshole. Like I'm disappointed with the asshole story.
I got a show tonight at the Kibitz Room. That's at 9 o'clock. So I don't know if this is live and someone's around. They're not gonna make it.
Anyone, please come down.
I'm in the top 5,000 comics in Los Angeles. I just want you guys to know.
Yeah,
that you are.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming. Thanks, Ian, for coming on the show.
Oh wait,
try to be more of an asshole.
Improv. The 28th.
All right, it's enough of your shit. It's not all about you. We're talking about Ian.
I'm doing 15 minutes there.
All right. Rob is recording his album at the Ontario. Yeah, Rob, where's your album recording?
I wish I had the fucking balls to just do it.
Here's the thing.
I should have done it by now.
You should.
Here's the thing. All right, look. As much as we poke fun of Ian and everything, he's a great guy. You do have the confidence, at least I'll give you that. You are putting out an album. Good for you.
Putting yourself out there.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Good for you. And you know, good luck with it. Seriously.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Definitely, man. Good luck with that.
And thanks for coming on the show.
I hope it's a great album. I'm recording, and I don't know. Good luck on Wednesday. Break a leg on Wednesday. How much time are you doing on Wednesday? Friday.
Yeah, that flyer was wrong. It's Friday, March 24th.
I know, but how much time are you doing?
Doing the whole hour.
You're doing the whole hour?
Hour.
Oh, shit.
Rob and I will be there Friday to watch it.
Oh, man. If I'm not booked anywhere else, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, no, maybe we'll go, yeah. All right, guys. That is our show for today. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Basshole Show. The YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can find the whole video there. You can find clips there. We are back at the Hollywood Improv with the live I'm a Basshole show on April 18th at 7:30 p.m. You can grab tickets at bassholeshow.com right now. We got a great lineup that'll be announced shortly. And remember, guys, don't be a basshole, but if you are, laugh about it. Ciao.
You've been listening to I'm a Basshole with Doug Bass. Follow us on Instagram at Basshole Show. Think you deserve to be on the show? Email us at contact@bassholeshow.com and visit our website at www.bassholeshow.com and get the latest information. Subscribe on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast fix. And don't miss the full videos on YouTube. Remember, don't be a basshole, but if you are, laugh about it. We'll see you next time.